Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all. Fun, and this is an edition of Bear to the Core. Well, I ran across this article not that long ago, Ancient Files. I haven't seen these people before, but it sounds and looks interesting. And once again, I don't claim anything as fact. This is just fun stuff that I like to check out here and there. And yeah, you see to the right there, university professor reveals he discovered population of fairies and publicly shows the proof. Pretty interesting, but we're not talking about that today. Ancient Egyptian papyrus confirms the existence of reptilian beings. This was September 30, 2020. A long time ago in ancient times, advanced technological civilization of reptilian beings dominated the surface of our planet. We know this from all the ancient texts that we've discovered as yet, which speak of their technological and physical prowess and how they ruled over us with ease. Now remember, I don't claim anything as facts. This is just for fun. This is cool shit, and there's a possibility that it may not be 100% accurate. So take that with a grain of salt, and remember, opinions are always given on this channel. We have lots of opinions. So today we'll be looking at a series of texts, including ancient Egyptian papyrus, which proves that the ancient Egyptians were worshipping these reptilians. The papyrus talks about a Navash serpent, which is commonly referred to as the serpent from the Garden of Eden. There is also a mention of Atum, the serpent man. And of course, and Inky? EA? I think I'm probably messing that word up big time. Double helix serpent that we've already heard plenty of from ancient Sumerian tales. Each is believed to be deities of some sort that live amongst humans in ancient times, ruling over them almost every civilization out there that has at one point apparently worshipped these beings. The papyrus also speaks of Sobek, a man crocodile, a hybrid which ruled over Egypt and created all life and vegetation on it throughout his own sweat. Out of his own sweat. Okay. He created the Nile River by sweating, and he even created the world as we know it with his actions. Interesting. There it is. It's a stone carving. That's a wall, apparently. Fascinating. We even know from the Heliopolitan myth of creation, which is eerily similar to the ancient Sumerian tablets and rendition of Genesis of humanity and that they speak of. Overall, it is pretty safe to say that these ancient reptilian beings were living amongst us in ancient times. After all, even though they might not have been as mythical as we made them out to be, they were definitely impressive, to say the least. That's pretty fascinating. I think maybe the Heliopolitan myth, I'm probably not even saying that word right. I'm going to have to look into that. Food for thought. Yeah, definitely check that out. For sure. Pretty interesting sight. Yeah, that's supposedly a man got ahead of Bigfoot somehow. So, who knows? This could be a spoof site, who knows? But, you know, it was interesting, and we just give opinions here, and this is fascinating. I like it. I like some of the art they put in there. And we'll probably come back again and check out this article. So we are going to move on to the next one. Star Trek Picard reportedly lost nearly half its audience over season 1. Yeah, you think? Really? Yeah. So, the hype for Star Trek Picard was huge going into the premiere early this year, with Trek fans freaking out over having Patrick Stewart back as Jean-Luc Picard. Almost 20 years. Should have been 20 years later. And while the show definitely has a lot of fans, it received a similar reception to Discovery. Some sections of the fandom. Gee, I wonder who you might mean. Oh, back to the article. Didn't take to it as more mature, contemporary approach to the franchise and the classic characters. While a more mature approach and a contemporary approach to the franchise, unless you put in respect canon in front of that, respect what came before, and continue the same thing, because that's what fans want. Otherwise, it's just bad fan fiction that they're doing. And because there's fan fiction out there that's better, independent creators creating Star Trek shows to enhance. There's a couple of them out there. The West goes over those. Good stuff. Oh yeah, good stuff. And that's before they made it to where people could only make so long of a video and couldn't be making full long episodes. And CBS made it so hard with the rules that they enacted. Makes it kind of hard to be a fan, you know. So that might explain the precipitous drop in viewers that apparently occurred as Picard Season 1 unfolded. Though CBS All Access has yet to reveal official numbers, they may have recently released numbers. I haven't heard as yet, but I'll have to check into that. These are some articles that I've seen that I liked and wanted to touch on real quick, and so we'll get back to it. Picard premieres earned the biggest ratings of any show in the streaming service to date. Well, maybe because the premieres are so big is because fans didn't get Picard in a very long time, and they wanted to see some Captain Picard. But however, they got something entirely different with... I can't say it wasn't expected. Yeah, but, you know, back to it. However, Giant Freaking Robot claims that the final episode in comparison drew 45% fewer viewers. Fewer viewers, that's the word we say really fast over and over. So only 45% fewer. Who knows, it's really probably more than that. Less viewers. So, nearly 50% of fans in the US gave up on the series as a debut season progressed. Obviously, some sort of decline to be expected, but that sort of drop is not good, whatever way you cut it. The outlet does note that this info isn't corroborated by a second source yet, but it does seem to match up with the slip of the Canadian viewers across the series, and that was revealed through officially released figures. In other words, statistics on viewership. 1.8 million Canadians watched Picard premiere episode, but 30% had switched off by the time of episode 5 to bring the number down to 1.3 million. Dude, have you seen the first 3 episodes of Picard? I didn't know that your cringe muscle could cramp and it could give you a migraine. There you go. Yeah, so regardless of the nosediving ratings, Star Trek Picard Season 2 is still coming. It was supposed to shoot this past summer, but has been pushed back due to the, the PL and the N and the Dem Ek. Yeah. Jerry Ryan has teased that production is now intending to start in the fall. As for whether the failing figures could affect its longevity, CBS is only planning on making 3 seasons as it is. So hopefully it will be able to stick around until they've completed the story they're looking to tell. Here's the thing. Respect canon, respect lore, respect the existing characters. Don't have characters hating on male or females. That's not the way. We'll get to that one next. Not the way. As in the saying, this is definitely not the way. So, basically, I don't know what's going on with CBS. That there's a Paramount merger where companies that were formerly apart, that were together before, now are coming back together. I would have thought that we would have seen something by now. That's good. Well, with Discovery, the first episode, it felt like a space opera, but it didn't feel like Star Trek. It just didn't to me. There were some things I liked about the first episode, but, they're not giving fans what they want. A respected Star Trek universe, but there is none. They think tearing it down and destroying it is a way to write good stories. And, my God, you see the way you got the Orions, and I don't recall seeing male Orions with full heads of hair. I thought they were clean shaven. Well, anyway, then you had the what is it? We'll get back to that. So we're gonna go on to the next story. So yeah, there's a reason why the audience left, because the story wasn't good. Yeah. So we're going on to here. The Mandalorian Season 2 teaser features MYTHROL more. Really. Another spot for The Mandalorian Season 2 is unleashed with features. Baby Yoda and more new footage, including a look at MYTHROL, possibly from the first season. Recall, MYTHROL was captured by Mando and frozen in carbonite, so it seems it's likely that MYTHROL returns for Season 2 and possibly teams with Gina Carano's character, Cara Dune, or that she recaptures the unidentified MYTHROL. A new full trailer will be released on Monday during NFL football on ESPN. Now, I remember that in reading in the EU that they used carbonite in some of the stories as a way to store prisoners to serve out their term, however long their term was. So theoretically, they could give you 1,000 years in prison for a crime. And you could sit there in carbonite for 1,000 years and they can thaw you out when it's time to get out. And this blue character, and I hope they refine the character a little more and they don't try to make him seem like he's from Earth or something. It's from the Star Wars universe, from a far, far galaxy away, So, let's keep it in the faraway galaxy and not here in this one on Earth. Those Earth-like overtones and stories and stuff like that. It needs to be Star Wars. It needs to be that universe. They say their things in their own ways. They don't have the same things that Earth has, and they have Basic, which is a type of English they use over there, and they don't call it English. They call it Basic. But yeah, maybe they'll do something good here, and maybe he served his term and was released from carbonite. So yeah. Next, we'll move on to Altered Carbon canceled. No season 3 at Netflix. Well, I can tell you right now, this guy, he didn't nail it, man. I like this guy. I like him in other stuff. But he did not nail this character. So, I got two little ones going nuts in the background. So, this character didn't nail it. I didn't think this actor nailed this particular character because this is the original Takashi Kovacs, played by Joel Kinnaman. He knew how to play this part. He had the right stuff going on, and his acting style for this kind of show was great. It's what I liked, and I think if they would have stuck with that guy and kept him and not used him, there'd be a season 3 right now. I mean, this guy's good, and I watched the season and it was okay, but it wasn't as good as the first season. There's just no way. It just wasn't. But I liked it, and I didn't think it deserved to be canceled over the, just a little bit below the season 1. If I was to give season 1 a rating, I give it like 8.5, maybe a 9. But this one, I'd probably give it a 7. Season 2, and there should be a season 3, and they should bring the other character back. That's what I think. Apparently, there's an altered carbon animation called Resleeve, and they shouldn't have canceled it. They should have gone on to a season 3. Maybe some other venue will pick it up. They need to bring back this character. They absolutely do. They need to bring it back. So with that, we will bid adieu and see you Friday. Actually, we'll see you Thursday, because me, Final, and maybe Wes, we're gonna do Four Horsemen show Thursday night. And there'll be a Four Horsemen show Friday as well, and the late edition will be Saturday, of course. And stay excited. Something coming down the pike real good. Yeah, coming soon. So stay tuned. Hail to the 300 minutes. Hail the fourth wave, and stay frosty. Come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke.
Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Say hello. Hello. Say hello. Say nerd fun. Nerd fun. Nerd fun. Say goodbye. Goodbye.